Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yasir Khan, and today I'll be giving you a brief review about business psychology course that we had from Dr. Wajid Rizvi. Uh, I'll be discussing the things that I learned throughout the course, and I'll be briefly discussing them. So, the things which I learned in this course really helped me uh, after when I learned these things, and I think these concepts or these understandings or these learnings will also help me throughout my this journey of 4 years in IBA. So the firstly, the thing which I want to mention here is critical thinking. Yeah, this course helped me develop critical thinking in myself, and I developed this critical thinking not just by attending one class or two class or just by reading one or two, like there were many readings. uh, Actually, it was the core purpose of our what I think it was the core purpose of our this whole course. Yeah. So and to reach or to get this goal, we understand or we gone through many different concepts such as biases. uh, Biases were the kind of concept that uh, we have a sort of knowledge in our brain, and we are actually driven by those biases. Like my own self, I had the confirmation bias. uh, I used to confirm, or I used to accept that knowledge which already had in my mind, and I used to ignore that knowledge which did not align with my existing knowledge about some kind of thing. So this along with this bias, uh, there were another concept of stereotypes. So stereotypes were a kind of similar topic to biases, but there is a difference. So actually stereotype is a sort of an idea about a group of people or something, about the idea about something that we have in our brain, but it is not it is not necessarily correct. Like generally we think that uh, in humans, men are stronger and women are not stronger. So sometimes if physically, if we say, somehow it can be realistic, but we mentally also assume that women are not that much capable of thinking that man is, and which is a kind of a stereotype. So and there was another concept of logical fallacies. Logical fallacies really helped me in understanding the flaws of my perception. um, like during the discussion with some during the discussion with people, I used many fallacies, like uh, bandwagon fallacy. It means we used to, especially I used to, follow the crowd. Means something is good just because it is followed by many people. So I myself used this fallacy so much. So these all the things that we learn actually help us develop a critic mind, or help us develop a skill of critical thinking. So and one more thing that there were profiles iterations throughout our semester. So there were two profile iterations, the profile iteration 1 and 2. So in my first profile iteration, I just wrote my about myself as a novice. But in second one, I wrote it like I am becoming mature and mature day by day. So my second and my first one, they had differences, and these differences were not because of anything else, but because of this course. I mean, business psychology of business. I mean, due to this course, I was able to make difference. I mean, from novice to maturity. So, in the last, I would like to just talk about the purpose of life. What should be the purpose of life of human? If you talk about a purpose of life, so sometimes we say, I want to become an engineer, or I want to become a doctor. So, in my point of view, it's these are not purpose of life. These things are just professions. But the main thing, the purpose of life is inner peace. Or we had a sort of hierarchy triangle, or hierarchy diagram, in which there was a portion on the top. So that was self-actualization portion, and in that portion, the top is actually the top position is inner peace. So what I think the purpose of life of a man, of a human, is to achieve inner peace. And for